Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Mommy.
Thanks for coming to help me.
Welcome.
Today we're going to talk about workbox, or sometimes they call them shoebox tasks. And you'll find these a lot in classrooms, self-contained classrooms that are preschool, ID, autism, and this kind of concept is also very helpful with younger children with visual impairments because it helps set a physical boundary. Instead of items being all over the table, you have a work task in a box. It's a very specific task. You can, sometimes what we do in classrooms is there's a shelf the children go to get their boxes to bring to their desk or their table, or we'll put them on one side of their work area, and then as they finish the box, they put it on the other side.
Yes.
So, Sarah, can you help me and open the first box? And we actually used, in this time that we were home and had all these takeout containers, they're kind of the perfect size to use for these tasks. And you can do fine motor tasks, sorting. This one, we just stuck a puzzle in here. So this is just a picture, and it's a picture that we had 2 copies of already. So we glued in one picture, and then Sarah's going to take the other picture and put it right on top. And you can do that if you just want somebody to match the whole picture. If you want 2 pieces, you could cut it up in a jigsaw, whatever level you're working with. So you have finished that, and this is crucial. Once someone finishes a task, we do not want them to undo it, because they can't work independently that way. You want to get a task, do the task, and then know that you are finished. And this is how these kind of boxes really help. You're finished, you move it, you take another box. This is just another, and you know what kind of containers you have and how sturdy you may or may not need them. This is just a simple putting together task. We made it actually 2-step here, in that you're going to put the ball in and then find the top and the bottom of the egg and snap it together. You can also match, Sarah's matching the colors. You can make it so that you just want them to get it in. You could take out the balls and just have them do the eggs. So you're going to make it for the level of the skill that you're currently working at, because this is not how we teach a brand new skill. This is skills that you've been working on, and we want to give repetition, practice time to refine that skill. And maybe someone can do this with a person sitting next to them, and you want them to start doing it independently on their own.
This isn't fit.
Does that one, is it a top and a bottom? Yeah. Some of these, they're plastic eggs. You got to get them just right. So this is actually a trickier one. Okay, so we're going to pretend we're finished with that. So if you can close it up and then put it over here in the finish pile. You have to finish them all.
Yes.
Okay. And then if this is brand new and this is something that's really hard, you might want to start with just 2. And then you can add more. And most of these are things that you're going to already have around the house. So it's not where you need to run and get complicated equipment. The next one is actually a sorting task. And these probably, we taped these down. But these are Pringles chips cups. And we taped them inside of here. And you can see then you want to have the model of what's going to go in that one. So we want the frog in this one and the dinosaurs in that one. And you're going to have to figure out what's best, whether you can masking tape, Elmer's glue if you need to hot glue things. And then it's just a matter of having them sort. So that's, no, that's your model, because we want to put the model in there. And once again, and if you have them close the box and move it as soon as they're done, then you will have the advantage of going back to check it and figuring out if they did it correctly or not. Okay, and what is this one?
square stuff with you.
Okay, so this one we just cut up some cardboard, and we have circles, and we have rectangles, and you just put one in each. And these are actually loose. You need to put it back in the box, please. We want everything to stay in its little area. Those are not taped down, but like I said, you could tape them, glue them, whatever works for you. Well, actually not what works for you. It needs to be what works for your child. This one
Was glued, apparently.
Yeah, this one was glued, and it came up. And this one, and actually since it came up, I'll just put it like this. This is a counting one. So we have just a handful of wagon wheel macaroni in here. And then we have a container that says 5 and a container that says 7. It could be whatever number you're working on, and maybe you're at the point where you only want one number. You want them to work on one number and then be finished with that. Maybe they're doing a greater numbers at one sitting, and you could actually put 4 containers in here. And these are actually, I think these were just sticky letters I got from like one of those poster kits, but it doesn't have to be that. You can use Sharpie marker and write, but this can work for whatever you want. If you have someone who's doing letter skills, and you have one of those containers says A, and then you have pictures in there, and you want them to put like the apple in the A and not the car. So you can work on a variety of skills using this method. And the most important thing is that it is contained in whatever container you want to put it in. Many of the shoe boxes that have the lids that are attached on the side will work really well. Some bakery boxes. I know when we've done bigger puzzles in the classrooms, we've also used pizza boxes. And you can put the puzzle pieces in Ziploc bags, and then the puzzle can be assembled on top of the picture in the bag. So, and you can really, looking if you're working with someone who has CVI or certain vision issues, you can. The black background on these makes really nice if you're going to put in a red object, or even like you can see the neons, and the pink is going to show up really nicely inside of a black box with high contrast. So if you look at what some of the vocational or pre-academic goals are, it's really easy to make these. And like I said, the point is that you're going to give someone a task to do, and you're going to teach them that you can walk away and they can complete it on their own. So this is twofold. Whatever skill you're teaching, whether it's matching with the puzzle skills, matching, which one was sorting we had with the dinosaur and the frog, matching the colors with the eggs. That's one skill that you're working on, but the other skill that is a lifelong skill that you are teaching is independence. You get a task, you work on the task, and then you are finished.